Welcome, welcome. We're gonna continue on MSQ. We're almost done. Well, level-wise, we're almost done. There's only one last conflict, and that's Fiend. And then that should be it for the base campaign, or base expansion.
You are returned! Wait there! I'm coming down! Where's Lamachi? What happened inside the dome?
A lot.
So my brother is gone. Yet the danger remains. And you must soon sally forth unto an unknown reality.
Hey, Kona!
Lamachi, is this boy perhaps...
This is Zorolja's son, Kululja.
I see. Time did flow differently inside the dome. If he is our brother's child, then... Kululja, was it? My name is Kona, and I am Lamachi's brother.
You're her brother?
You'll find none more dependable than Kona. He's family, and he'll take good care of you.
A pleasure to meet you, Kululja.
A pleasure to meet you too, Uncle Kona.
Well, I suppose I am your uncle. But simply Kona will do.
You're all confused, and little wonder. Rest assured, all will be explained in due course. But for now, I want to make one thing clear. Kululja is his own person. He had no part in his father's crimes. If you have anger towards Zorolja you need to express, Kona and I will gladly hear you. But you will treat Kululja as you would any child, with kindness.
As we should. The boy's done no wrong.
Yes, the vow of resolve speaks true.
So, will you tell me what happened? Grahatia has given me a summary, but I would hear your detailed account.
Can we walk while we chat? I want to see how things are in the city.
In that case, let us make our way to Bright Plume Post. Our soldiers remain on high alert, but if the threat of invasion has passed, I will bid them take a well-earned rest.
Yeah, I should finish it. But hello, Toten. How are you? Been procrastinating MSQ a bit too long. Could probably finish it. I'm my own person. I am. Oh, he is. Even though I knew all was well, I'm still comforted to see Lamatier with my own eyes. It was indeed Saralja's realm inside the dome. A realm he ruled jointly with Steen. He as the king of resolve, and she the queen of reason. Just like you and me here. Their people live very different lives compared to ours. But like us, they live them to the fullest. And Steen is a big part of that. He's a considerate and approachable ruler who treats everyone as family. You and her must have gotten along well. We did, but out of love for her people, she's chosen the wrong path. They're good folk, the Alexandrian. They welcome us into their homes, treat us with kindness and respect. But Zaral just slaughtered them. Slaughtered those he was meant to protect for his own ends. By the gods. Tell me how this came to pass. I guess they are talking about his dad. That a king should harm his own people. When his attack on Tuliodal failed, Zaral just sought to gain more power. He ordered his people executed and harvested their souls. What drove him to commit such an atrocity? He claimed he wanted to bring the entire world under his dominion, but that was just a means to achieve his true desire. My grandfather, he was a great person, right? Maybe my father wanted to prove he was his own person. And he wasn't just a great person's son. I dare say you're right. As a resilient son, our father's true-born heir, he bore the weight of expectation. That weight was clearly greater than any of us had imagined. That's probably why he was who he was, and why he didn't want to be. Damn it all. If only we had tried harder to reach out to him. Let's keep moving. What my father did was wrong. He had to be stopped. But I'm glad I could learn a little about the person he was. Growing up, I envied my brother, but that envy may have added to his burdens. Zoraja had become unimaginably powerful. It was only with Tulky's help that we managed to defeat him. And now I have a responsibility to the people of Alexandria, and above all, to Galulja. I promised, didn't I? I want us to become family. And it isn't only out of obligation. Since I've gotten to know you, I've come to really like you. You may not be my nephew by blood, but we're family to the end. We'll always be there to help each other, isn't that right? Right. You too, Tulky. After everything we've been through, we're already good as family. What do you mean, what? The more family you have, the merrier, don't you think? Come on, let's head into the barracks. I think Kona was thinking of marriage. With his reaction, I think he thought it was marriage. I like to be family with you too. Oh, cute boy. Like Papa did by taking us in, I want to make my family bigger. You wouldn't mind some extra family too, right, Tulky? I'm glad I could hear what happened in the dome. But I'm sorry that you had to bear such a heavy burden, Mom. Don't be. As vow of resolve, it was something that I had to do. Besides, it was your ingenious strategy that kept Tuliolo safe. Asking you to rule with me was definitely one of my better ideas. It was because we all fought as one that we could repel the invaders. And then only with the aid of Vitra and his kin. Thanks to Alphino and Stinian interceding for us, we were able to swiftly forge an alliance with Ratatan. And when the dragons appeared in our skies, I felt that this was it. The Tuliolol you had envisioned. We owe our new allies a great debt, and I hope that we can repay them one day. Indeed. Once I've dealt with matters, we should go and thank them in person. Tulky has told me as much. We still have work to do, yes? Yes, I need to find Sphene. We harmed our people so that her own might live. But as I was raging at her deeds, I realized something. Just because Tuliolol is safe doesn't mean I can ignore what becomes of Alexandria. That's the kind of thinking that led to conflict in the old days. I want to help the Alexandrian people live in peace and happiness. And the only way to do that is to stop Sphene from walking her path. Very well, Lamati. Just promise me you will take care. I promise, Kona. While I anticipate this, I still can't help but worry. I'm sorry that I have to go away again so soon. But even setting Sphene aside, some of our own people may be among the endless. I can't just sit around and leave everything to the others. I understand. I have matters here well in hand, so do what you must. Tulky, for all you have done for us, for our nation, and our family, I fear I can never express sufficient gratitude. But thank you from the bottom of my heart. Well, it's good to catch up, Kona. Well, it was good to catch Kona up. Now we'll talk to the soul. might this be from? Hello? That's right, Tulky is with me. Is that so? In that case, let's meet at Sunperch. See you soon. Y'shtola is heading back. I dare to hope she's found a way to pursue Sphene. If y'all want to go on ahead to Sunperch, I'll pay our soldiers a quick call. No, I don't have to walk there. That's good. Apologies for the wait. You're all here, and that means... Aye, we believe we found a way to travel to the reflection to where Sphene has retreated. I was busy providing aid in Solution 9, so I haven't heard the details myself. Did you start from the beginning, Y'shtola? First, Sphene's own words. The gate atop Everkeep was opened and closed by the power of interdimensional fusion. And it was the artifact known as a key that allowed her to control it. According to Ketenram, the key was brought with me to the source 20 years ago. It was then kept here in a palace until it's theft by Zoralja, who used it in Yasulani to fuse a portion of our world with this reflection. Following Zoralja's demise, Sphene claimed this key and disappeared through the gate. But where exactly did that gate lead? In seeking the answer, we took another look at the orogenics and made a startling discovery. As you all know, there should be one more level at the summit of Everkeep. The 12th level. The King of Resolve's royal abode. Right, but when you actually went there, you saw that it didn't exist. Curious, we analyzed the orogenics log to see where the memories of the departed were being sent. And where should it be but through the gate to the missing 12th level? That level alone must have lain outside the fused region, and so was left behind. And it means... the reflection to which Sphene has fled is the throne. Indeed. To Sphene's home world, and she has returned there to join the memories of her departed citizen. But as the key lies with her on the other side, we haven't a means to reopen the gate. Forgive me, but I thought we already knew she had gone home, or at least it seemed obvious to me. What I want to know is how do we pursue Sphene if the gate here is closed? We use another gate. And it just so happens we know where one is. The Sky Deep Cenote. Aye. All evidence suggests that the gate there leads to the world whence the Alexandrians and I came. But assuming that's true, how can we open it? That is what we shall find out, using the code in this earring. As you recall, Kryle's earring is in fact a data storage device. An analysis of it yielded a code, something used to control a contraption, and a very large one at that. Given the circumstances of Kryle's arrival in the source, we believe that said contraption is a gate to the Golden City. This is admittedly an educated guess, but we are quite hopeful that it will work. To make such progress in so short a time, you really are amazing. We couldn't have done it alone. The credit must go to the members of Oblivion for acquiring the information we needed. Jail especially. Right then, it seems the plan is set. The Sky Deep Cenote. Where are we going in? I've told the officers of the Lands Guard about my intention. They fully support endeavor. Begging your pardon, Tulky, but might I have a moment ere setting forth? Oh, you're really going to give her the thing? Yes. I thought to save it for later, but in light of these developments, I feel now is the time. As Amity says, I have something for you. Please come with me to the Bayside Bevy. Tuliolo is safe in no small part due to your valor. As a token of your appreciation, I have commissioned special equipment for you. While it's inadequate as an expression of gratitude, I pray it will serve you well on your mission. It apparently incorporates forward technology. Leave it to Kono to request such a thing, eh? Mewazunte yonder has the equipment in his keeping. Say the word and he will bring it up. Oh. That's him with the artifact gear. You now obtain chop specific gear from Miss Mewazunte. The weapon and gear obtained can be equipped at level 99, however all items stats will be subject to item level sync. On reaching level 100 with the corresponding job, these items will no longer be synced. They can be died after world quests as well. For now, I'll just pick up mantra stuff, because these take up so much space. It's each individual. And while I did kinda clear my inventory, it's not it. With your shiny new gear, I reckon you're ready for anything. Come, let's head to Sky Deep Cenote. Access to the area is presently restricted per my orders, but I shall accompany you. Wow, there really isn't a fast way to get there. Oh, yeah. Those take up a stupid amount of inventory space. I still think we have a fair bit to go though, judging how we still haven't gone to the last area at all. There's still going to be a fair bit to go, it looks like. Whole area probably the same size as this. Ona has already gone inside, but I couldn't help but take a moment. Just being here takes me back. It wasn't even that long ago that we visited for a rite. So much has happened since then. Truly, guided by my grandfather's letter, I crossed the seas in search of answers. What awaits us on the road ahead, I know not. But I shall walk it to the end with you all. Come on, let's go.
Electrope everywhere one turns, harboring vast amounts of lightning. This place is very much alive. Kryl, try holding your earring to the terminal.
No luck. Don't give up yet. The terminal reads the code. It might just need higher clearance. Galulja, would you give it a try? Me?
Makes sense. He did get transferred to powers.
If the king's authority is passed to you, then the gate ought to open.
But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn.
What?
That did work.
The earring. It really was.
Remarkable. A void gate is forced open with a blast of ether, and thus appears as a tear in the fabric of reality. In contrast, This is the stitchwork of a master. Neatly hemmed, without a thread out of place. A power to be reckoned with. But now isn't the time to marvel. If Galuljar can open the gate, then so too can Sveen close it. 'Twould be wise to employ magics in its defense, both to maintain its stability and ward off interference. While I am able to invoke said magics, I cannot sustain them alone. I require another to channel with me, and in unison.
For that role, I do humbly volunteer myself. But even our combined efforts offer no certainty of success. Might we prevail upon the two of you to lend your support?
Of course. If coordination between mages is required, few would be better suited than Alize and myself.
Shall I remain as well?
While your presence would be welcome, I'd rather you joined the expedition team. For despite our earnest efforts, the gate may well end up closed once more. In such a situation, it may fall to those on the other side to devise a method to reconnect our worlds. A task with which you're not unfamiliar, as I recall.
I have faith it will not come to that, but should it? I will endeavor not to disappoint.
So, assuming Wooklamart, Kryl, and Erenville are given for this foray, I'll make myself useful here by guarding those who are maintaining the gate. Should any threats emerge, from the world beyond or otherwise, I'll deal with them.
As will I.
Which leaves you free to head in there and do what you do best.
Second one's funny. Make sure we can return all Mr. Young and beautiful. That's funny to me.
It's fine. Really. Mostly. Just don't let her bear the burden alone. Do you hear?
Nope. One last time to talk with them. We who shall remain want for neither expertise nor experience. Worry not on our account, and fix thy gaze upon the path ahead. En route here, I caught sight of a large lizard. It looked palatable enough, so I shall hunt it later. We can enjoy the meal while you regale me with the tales of the world beyond after you return. I'm needed here, I accept that. I'm not a child anymore. I'll spare no effort doing my part, so you do yours too. Together we'll protect what we hold dear. There's no telling what dangers we'll face, I know. But if my mother is out there, I need to find her, and give her a piece of my mind. This fiend is intent on plundering Aether from other worlds, then our task is clear. Stop her. She cannot be allowed to harm anyone else. Neither those who are dear to us, nor strangers we have never met. 20 years ago I emerged from that gate. Whether or not the intas I seek lie on the other side, I will see things through. I would be lying if I said I'm not nervous, but your presence gives me comfort and courage. I imagine your other travel companions often feel the same. This power I've inherited. I'll use it for good. I will. I've done all I can. If you should meet Kafka, please tell her I said thank you. To be completely honest, it is all I can do to not throw myself into that light. But I must resist the urge, for my presence will be required here should the gate close. I wouldn't do to lose everyone, our champion not least of all. I would dearly love to accompany you, but this time I will content myself with seeing you off. Where you now go, I pray you find hope. I look forward to hearing your account upon your return. I'll keep everyone safe. Just concentrate on your own task. Once again, I must leave Lamati in your care. Please return safely.
It is done. Whenever you're ready.
We'll protect the portal. Keep it open no matter what.
Beyond lies an unknown reflection. Short of asking an Ascian, we unfortunately have no way of identifying which one it is.
Well, what we do know is that it's Fiend's domain. A place where she brings back those who've been lost. So for now, why don't we call it the Unlost World? Right. Let's go.
Oh, wow.
How to describe the sheer amazement we felt when we emerged on the other side of the portal? I fear words do not do it justice. Before us was a vibrant world where the memories of the departed abided and reveled in bygone days. Living memory, or so the Endless called it. How they laughed and smiled as they reminisced upon unfulfilled dreams, alive in all perceivable ways, yet knowing no loss. So resplendent was every ilm of this paradise. The words rose unbidden to my lips. All this time, it was here, the city of gold.
Wow. Actually a very nice looking place. The City of Gold is an apt description indeed. This is my world, my home. Neither the void nor the first. We're indeed come to an unknown collection. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. We've literally stepped into your Q legend. Whichever reflection this may be, it would seem the barrier between here and the source is thin. I can tell. That would explain Yoku's vision and the location of the gate. Hey, Aaronville, that volcano over there, you don't suppose it's real, is it? An actual volcano spewing lava in the middle of the city. I'd like to see that. Hey, you never know. Look, there's a path down. Let's see where it goes. This place is really pretty. I see Electropes is used here too. There's no mistaking the design of the Satyrites. The people here, could they be? It's strange, but I've never been to this place before. It somehow makes me feel nostalgic. Unlike Everkeep with all its advanced technology, here it's brick and stone, like we've traveled to the past. The difference may be more superficial than you think. Take a good look at the buildings around us. There's Electrope everywhere, along with the myriad contraptions. Like how Speen projects her image onto soldiers, I believe the city's appearance is artificial. The Satyright is identical to the one in Everkeep, is it not? This suggests that this place is Alexandrian. It seemed a fair assumption. In light of all this, could it be the city is Everkeep's missing 12th level? Welcome, friends. Welcome. Who are you? My name is Constancy, and like you, I am an Endless. We have been recreated from the memories of those who have exhausted their souls. The departed, in other words. Great effort is taken to ensure the integrity of your memories. It will feel no different from when you were flesh and blood. Let's go along with it for now. I'm a caretaker here at Living Memory, City of the Endless, and it is my pleasure to provide guidance to newcomers such as yourself, your good selves. City of the Endless. At a glance, there seem to be many different facilities. What kind of place is this? Simply put, it is an recreational attraction. The city is divided into 4 areas, each of which captures scenery that once defined our continent. In this way, we ensure that what is lost is not forgotten, but all precious memories endure forevermore. In Everkeep's early days, this place was used by the living, but it was made a haven for the endless hundreds of years later. Now then, if you would please follow me, I shall give you a guided tour. Do take care, as wildlife brought here for preservation roams freely. Hold on a moment. While a tour would be interesting, it's Fiend that we've come to see. Oh, you wish to meet the Queen? In that case, you're in luck. It was just announced that Her Majesty will enter into a slumber, but there is still time. We tried calling to her before the missile terminal at the center of the city. She will likely appear. I'm not sure how things work around here, but let's head to this missile terminal. Our thanks, Constancy. We'll take you up on a tour next time. I shall look forward to it. Good luck seeking out Her Majesty. Like the chamber in the Sky Deep Cenote, the electro pair produces a strong golden light. Difference in energy levels, perhaps. Alright. I wonder, can the Endless venture elsewhere, or can they only survive here? The plants are real as far as I can tell. Not everything is an illusion.
Sven? Are you there? If you are, say something. We need to talk. Sven.
That you should come here.
I haven't known you long, Sven, but I know you have a good heart. Your love for your people is proof of this. I can't let you do what you're trying to do. And deep down, I don't think you want to do it either.
I want a world without suffering. A world where nothing is lost. Would that such a place existed. But the endless only grow in number, and ever more life forces needed to sustain them. Within the barrier, we have managed to curb the cycle of rebirth these few hundred years. But we've reached the limit. That is why I looked to interdimensional fusion, to harvest what we needed from your world. From your people. And with the key, we will have it.
And once you've plundered our world of ether, what then? Will you do the same to others? All men eventually die. If you make endless of everyone, you will never have enough ether to sustain them. You but prolong the inevitable.
Sven, if you would nevertheless persist in this folly, we must stand against you. For we too have people we cannot lose, places to which our hearts belong.
Lamachi, I would have loved nothing more than to work hand in hand with you to tend our nations. But fate is cruel. By the time it had brought us together, our futures had already been written. The kind and gentle Queen Sphene was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. I will erase all memories of the living Sphene, she who has cursed me with this soft and powerless nature. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria. A devourer of worlds. When two nations cannot protect their own without doing harm to the other, there can only be one resolution. It is a hard truth, but one you understand, don't you?
Protect my world and all others.
I'm afraid we're out of time. The process has begun, and it cannot be stopped.
Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Upon completion, interdimensional fusion will commence.
Speed!
The Endless were unsustainable from the first. Sphene has been fighting a lost cause. The Endless exist in defiance of the laws of nature. They exist nonetheless, with Sphene holding them to be no different from the living. While Sphene's intentions are good, her methods are anything but. We cannot yield at any cost. What are we to do now, damn it? I felt that I had come to understand Sphene. I'm still clueless. Utterly clueless. It doesn't seem like we can do much else here. Let's return to the 8th thread for now. The caretaker, Constancy. Perhaps he can tell us more about this business of Sphene going into a slumber. He's nowhere in sight. Perhaps he's taken other recent arrivals on a tour. Looking for someone, are you? Yes, he was just here earlier, a fellow named Constancy. Wait, what? Hello everyone. You made it here, as I knew you would. Is that who I think it is? It is. It's Kafka. None other. This is the first time some of you are seeing me in the proverbial flesh, isn't it? Feast your eyes then. She who was controlling that unassuming machine was a ravishing Shatona maiden. That was a bit much, wasn't it? Ignore me. But it was true that you're here, me. I tried to tell you so many times. My courage always failed me. I am indeed an endless. I've been for quite a while now. Aaronville. Now you've come to stop Sphene, yes. I can help with that, but I have a request to make. You know how to stop her then? While there are no guarantees, your coming here makes it a distinct possibility. As my wish is relevant to your mission, will you hear me out? You can decide what to do afterwards. Excellent. To begin, we'll need to head to a different area. See that sentry? I'll have them grant you access to the zipline. Zipline? What is that? A fun little mode of transport. They don't see much use, though, as we endless can teleport freely within living memory. This particular line will take you to a zone called Canal Town. I'll be waiting for you there. With that endearing pushiness, it can only be Kafka. Let's go. Kafka has already teleported ahead, it seems. I'm sorry, it's just... she's gone. You get to see her and hear her carrying on like nothings. I don't know how to feel. I think I know how it works. I got this. It looks like it has the look of the contraptions found throughout the Isles of Ham, does it not? You don't seem to be. Ever user registration confirmed. I bid you welcome to Canal Town, a resort of romance and relaxation. Please enjoy your stay. Hey Sushi, how are you doing? What a charming place. That's them, the people's Sphene strives to protect. They look happy. So what's this request of yours? I want you to race us. Race the endless. What? I hope you have fun. For now, let's get a rest. I figured Aaronville would be happy. Kafka must have her reasons. And by erase, she means... oh, there's only one thing she means. Oh, come now. Spare me those gloomy faces. Being alive, you're the only ones who can do this. And we won't have a better opportunity than now. While Queen Speen is busy preparing to initiate interdimensional fusion. It's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain the endless. This I firmly believe. But talking to you now, you seem as real as any of us. If you need an answer right away, I don't know if I can give it. Is there a reason we need to act so soon? Because, as you said, it's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain us. Remember, we need life force. Other forms of Aether don't cut it. In the beginning, we managed with the Aether of those who died in the barrier, but as our numbers grew, there began to be a shortage. That's why Queen Speen looked to other sources. Even the Aether I'm composed of may have come from the victims of the attacks on Tulky. I can't bear that thought. I can't bear to exist because someone died. You probably feel the same way if we were in your shoes. What exactly are you asking us to do? In each zone, there's an enormous data storage device called a terminal. That is where our memories are kept. If you shut down a terminal, the memories within will disappear, along with those endless created from them. But does this need to be done now? Can we stop Speen first and then take it from there? It's precisely in order to stop Speen that it must be done now. Your own memories are stored within the Meso Terminal, which stands at the heart of living memory. As you would expect, the terminal's defenses are extremely tight, but it has moments of vulnerability, such as when it has just finished calculations, which we can exploit to shut it down from within. Probably have to wait for that opening where we erase the endless. Once we are gone, Speen will have no longer have a reason to plunder Aether from other worlds. Would Speen simply allow us to shut down the terminals? In preparations for fusion, the Meso Terminal is currently performing massive calculations while gathering energy. Even if the system notices us, it cannot easily suspend the process. Rather than doing so, I believe it will attempt to accelerate the timetable and bridge worlds before the plan can be thwarted. It wouldn't be a decision Speen would wish to make, but she would be able to save those who are stored in the Meso Terminal at least. There's sense in your strategy. In resolving to stop Speen, we had anticipated that it might come to this, but actually talk about erasing the endless. Difficult. You needn't feel any guilt. No matter how lifelike we may seem, we endless are but facsimiles, crafted from memory. Besides, stopping Speen requires that you shut down the Meso Terminal, which sustains all of us. Sooner or later, it will need to be done. Prepare to be erased, and let it be before more people come to harm. Living, breathing people with futures they deserve to experience. Wait, I don't think there's another way. So, we'll do it, shall ask. Thank you for respecting my way. And as a personal request, while her actions cannot be condoned, I ask that you afford Queen Speen a measure of understanding. Know that she herself didn't choose to become an endless. It was preservation that made the choice for her. She is powerless to resist her purpose. What do you mean? This fiend you know is an ideal that the preservation brought to life, harnessing the love the living fiend bore for her people. They brought forth an eternal queen whose primary directive is to preserve the endless. But as you know, the endless consume aether. This fiend was compelled to find ways to procure it, and that compulsion has driven her to resort to interdimensional fusion. What? Are you telling me the original fiend wouldn't have chosen this? What the queen might have done, only she herself will know. But the scientists of preservation have vanished, leaving their created queen to walk alone. But as you go about your mission, think not what you're trying. Think not that you're stopping a ruthless villain, but rather that you're relieving a troubled soul of her burden. Alright, Kafka. We understand now. Both your reasoning and your feelings. Before we erase the endless, I'd like to know them. I'd like to know what she fights tooth and nail for. If we're going to reject someone's belief, let it be after we've come to understand them. This is the lesson I learned from the rite of succession. I realize that we're pressed for time, but if it's alright with you, I want to meet as many people as I can. You truly are Galul Jaja's kitten. Well, the calculations will take a while still. It should be fine if we do this as we proceed to the terminals. I'm with you. We might not be able to learn everything, but it would nevertheless be meaningful if we could glimpse the heart of those who inhabit this place before we set them free. I'll leave you to it then. When you're finished here, come and find me at the fountain near that big clock tower. Right, let's split up and find some locals to speak with. It really is a lovely place. You should run along and enjoy it while you can. You there, have you tried the popcorn from that stall? You haven't? You don't know what you're missing. I consider myself something of a gourmand, and believe me when I say the classic salt flavor is amazing. The saltiness is simply exquisite. That's the only way to describe it. Once you have a mouthful, it's impossible to stop until it's all gone. And after you tried that, I urge you to seek out other stalls. There are lots of them everywhere, offering all manners of delights. For another recommendation off the top of my head, the ice cream over in Esile Volcane. So smooth and rich. And just thinking about it has given me a hankering. That's it, I'm going to go and have some right now. Endless seemed to eat food with relish, but it couldn't be real, could it? Canal Town, a resort of romance and relaxation. This charming town in living memory was designed around the element of water. In addition to traversing its enchanting canals, one can find fortune at the font of devotion or explore the Dagorerio medical collection. A part of me hopes that my parents are here too, but it's probably too much to ask for. Oh, hello there. Taking in the sights of Canal Town too, are you? Both my wife and I adore this place. We had become estranged in life, he and I, but being here gave us the chance to reconcile. I couldn't be more grateful for the chance to spend these blessed little moments together again. I have no more regrets. Whether Her Majesty's plan succeeds or no, I can rest with peace in my heart. Well, we shall continue on our way. We hope to see you again. Till next time. I must say, I'm starting to enjoy myself, even if it's only brief, as this has the feel of a journey. I will not object to your decision, and as my mother says, you needn't feel any guilt. Yet I admit, I myself am still conflicted. To have such doubts after coming all this way, it's laughable, isn't it? Your ancestors were refugees from Lindblom. What tales they must have. Well, no, I don't believe I've seen you around before. A newcomer, I take it. It's wonderful here, let me tell you. Why, I just bumped into a dear friend in life, and we've been whiling away the hours reminiscing. It might have been more like days, actually. You don't get a sense of time here. By the way, did you hear the announcement earlier? As much as I love this place, I wonder if Queen Sphene can really sustain us forever. But I suppose there's no use worrying about such things. Anyway, thanks to you, we found a break in our conversation. Let's go ahead and ride the gondola next. Welcome, welcome. Have a browse and let me know when you're ready to order. You're here on that lady's recommendation as well, I take it. I'd been wondering what the endless do for sustenance, so it seemed a good opportunity to learn. Oh ho, this is your first time eating, is it? The food here is created using aether and memory data, as well as it tastes like the real thing. How about it? Would you care for some popcorn? Let's give it a try, shall we? That's the spirit. Find a table you like and I'll bring it right out. Unless you worry, there's no charge. All the food here is free here. Food created with memory data. How will this taste to the living, I wonder? Well, as they say, there's only one way to find out. You sample a handful of popcorn. While it has texture, you can detect no taste whatsoever. Good gods, it tastes like nothing at all. I mean, it's amazing. I've never had such tasty popcorn. It's not our bestseller for nothing. And what about you? The saltiness is exquisite. We do need to pretend. It's always special watching newcomers eat for the first time. They're just like the people of Everkeep. Their communal spirit, their delighted smiles, exactly the same. Thank you for your custom. Come again anytime. By the way, prior to this, a young man caught my eye near the canal. He appeared to be searching for something, and rather frantically. Did you pretend to see him too? No. I must say I'm curious as to what has him so flustered. Could you help me look for the fellow? Why thanks. Let's head to where I saw him. There really no aether rights here? How many do I have to pick up? Oh, I guess we'll never know until I pick up the first one. It seems he is no longer in the vicinity. Let's keep looking. Whatever it is that troubles him, perhaps we can be of assistance. I cannot claim to know exactly how Endless behaved, but hopefully our man has not gone far. Let's split up and search for him. He is an Eldite with fair hair. What is an Eldite? Is that an Ellison? I'm assuming that's an Ellison, right? Hey, can we? Can't go through the water. I'm curious enough to see what the aetherites amount is. I'm assuming it's just normal. That's somebody's assumption. Just the normal amount. But maybe it's just quests and no, or just currents and no quests. Not quite sure though. Could be the case, could not be the case. Also looks like we have to take that bridge. Oh no, we don't. Alright, let's have a look. Standard. Yeah, I was hoping. I was hoping it'd be like Az's Law. Get flagged. Unfortunate. Gods track me down. We reunite again after hundreds of years, and what should happen? Yes, my apologies, but I'm in some haste. If you have something to say, please make it brief. Your friend noticed I seem troubled, that you've been looking for me. What kind souls you are. I've lost something important. Engagement ring intended for my beloved. A lanky, monkey-like fiend stole it from me. After running hither and thither, I managed to locate the beast in yonder square, but I'm certain how I should take the ring back. Once I might have considered fighting for it. Given the shortage of aether, the danger is simply too great. I was struck down and my essence dispersed. I am not like to be remade for a long time. And I risk that. Now after my beloved has finally given form again after hundreds of years. Though it pains me to do so, I should give up on the ring. I thank you for your kind concern. think it's a little longer than I thought it would. I would just be dead by now. Oh, it's tissue again. Was there something else? Good heavens, this is the ring. You take it back from the beast. Thank you. Thank you ever so much. I see you already resolved the situation, Tulky. You must be the friend who first noticed me. I owe you my gratitude as well. My name is Euclase. I was planning to propose to my beloved with the ring, and thanks to you I can do just that. Oh well, there's cause to rejoice indeed. Did the two of you meet here? Now we were sweethearts in life, but I died young and she only followed me decades later. Even then, a reunion wasn't yet to be. For data shortage means not everyone can be recreated. I had to wait until but recently to see her again. A reunion beyond death. Such thing could be possible here, I suppose. I assume you're newly arrived. While our memories are stored in the terminals, less than 1 in 10 of us has been given a form at present. I myself have been reincarnated 3 times now, and each time there seems to be fewer of us. It's fairly a miracle that my beloved and I could meet. I see. Given the circumstances, the chances of existing concurrently with an acquaintance would be slim indeed, and slimmer still for a loved one. Truly, that is why I decided to do that which I failed to do in life. Ask her for her hand. With her regulator, she was spared the sadness of my death. Even so, she never took another man for the rest of her days. She told me that, although she couldn't remember me afterwards, she could never shake the feeling that someone precious has been a part of her life. The sweet fool. The ring represents a yearning I have long carried, but I know full well it is only a construct, like these bodies of ours. There's part of me that wonders if this is wrong, not that I expect us to exist forever, even in this form, but to be with one I love once again and make her happy. However wrong this world may be, I have nothing but gratitude for Queen Sphene. Now if you'll excuse me, I shall go and make that proposal. I've made her wait long enough as it is. This isn't much, but please accept this as a token of my thanks. Tickets. For the gondola. To ensure that order is preserved, we must observe the proper way of doing things even here. Very much like Queen Sphene to make it so, is it not? Take care, my friends, and see to it that you have no regrets. Well, I think it's about time we rejoin the others. What do you say? Do we go by gondola? I expect it won't be possible to do so once the terminal has been shut down. Come then. Let us seek a vessel at the pier. Guess that is true. All this is gonna be gone. I presented our tickets. While I'm no stranger to boats, I can't help but feel a little excited. We can push off at any time. Mind the gap when you board.
Do you remember what I said to you before all this? That life is a series of journeys, that you must be true to yourself, for indeed, there's no telling what awaits. I don't know about you, but I certainly didn't expect to behold such sights. The future is as fluid as the water beneath us, truly. Tell me, my friend, have you ever wished to be reunited with someone who has passed away?
It's you. What do you mean that's you?
I have. I do. But I think, above all else, I wish that they had lived. If only for one more day. Just one more day. A joyous one, if I could choose. I did all that I could to make it happen. I tried everything, and spared nothing. In that manner, I was able to keep some few souls out of harm's way, but so many were beyond my power to save. What would I have done then, had I this? And you? Can you imagine yourself spending eternity here, knowing no loss?
Very pondering question. Not sure how to answer. It was nice to chat with you again, my friend. It feels as though it has been some time. Having met endless like you, Cliss, I feel I've come to understand Sphene a little better. Anyone would wish those dear to them a long and happy future, and she bears the burden of this desire for all her subjects. Yet as Quarl said, we too have people we cannot lose. Come, Tulky. We can get to the fountain via yonder bridge. Do the Aether Currents while you do MSQ. That's what I do. I have every other thing done already. Let's do it while I'm doing it. MSQ. Finished talking to the locals, have you? Be keen to hear your impressions. Now that I look at it closely, the clock has no hands. On account of there being no need to keep track of time, perhaps. Quarl and Erenville are still out and about, it seems. So how was it? What are your impressions of those you met? It was great. Everyone was so happy. Just talking to them made me happy too. What about you, Tulky? Doing them while I'm interested in the story annoys me. I mean, it lets you look at the world, the environment. I think a lot of the environments in this expansion actually look pretty good. They're pretty unique between each area. Sweethearts reunited. That's a miracle. While it is a miracle after a fashion, the system strives to make such encounters possible. If you meet someone you know, it's probably not by chance. The terminals hold information on unfulfilled longings, and use them to orchestrate reunions like euclases. I see. That the terminals can do this is impressive indeed, but there is one thing I do not understand. According to Euclase, his beloved passed away decades after he did, yet they appear to be of like age. Ah yes, people are not necessarily recreated as they were when they passed away. The appearance of an endless, I speculate, reflects the happiest period in their life. Is that a case for you then? Not that I can tell how old you are, as slowly as your people age. I'm not sure, to be honest. I have so many happy times, it's hard to know which one applies. I'm insufferably inquisitive, whether it's nature or technology. I can't help but want to learn more about the world around me. You might say that discovery is what gives me joy. It makes me happy in life. It may have been a blessing afterwards. The other endless are content with what they have here, you see. They don't develop the urge to leave. But I was so determined to see the world again that I taught myself how to gain control of a vessel and ventured outside. You're a proper rebel. Well, that's enough about me. While we wait for Krell and Erenville, I have a favor to ask of you. As you may have noticed, most of the fountains here aren't running. That's because despite its shiny appearance, the city is centuries old and everything is dreadfully run down. The fountains apparently used to put on magnificent shows, but I was hoping that we could get them working. Even the control units a dose of Aether should be enough to restore the circuits and switch them on. But being an endless, I'm unable to do that. I realize this is a selfish request, but at last, I'd like to treat the people here to the display. Just leave it to us. I'd love to see the show myself. Thank you. Control units are built into the surrounding lampposts. If you tend to a few of them each, you'll be done before you know it. Once the fountains are fixed, we can round up our Erenville and Kryle and head to the hydro terminal together. The time is nigh. Come, let's set to it.
We've switched on the circuits like you asked.
Thank you, everyone. Hopefully, this does the trick.
Oh!
It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
Wuklamat! Oh, where are you? Wuklamat!
By the gods, it's Namika.
Begging your pardon, but I'm looking for a child. A small Shibrali girl. Have you seen her by chance?
You are Namika, aren't you? It's me, Wuklamat. Don't you recognize me?
Oh, what am I to do? The child and I, we aren't related by blood, but she's as dear to me as my own.
It's all right. You found her. I'm here.
You? Could it be?
Yes, Namika. You know these eyes, this voice. It's me, Wuklamat.
Oh! It is you! Oh, how silly of me. But if you're here, then that means...
No. I'm still alive.
Oh, good. Thank the gods for that. But what power has brought us together again? This isn't a dream, is it?
It's not a dream. Or rather, it is a dream come true. I so wanted to hear your voice one more time.
Just look at you, my Wuklamat. Stronger and more assured than I've ever seen. Such hazards you must have braved, and hardships endured to come so far.
It was tough, but I made it thanks to my friends. And to you, Namika. I'm the person I am now because you always believed in me. Because you loved me as if I were your own daughter. Thank you. Thank you. You're everything I could have asked for. The best mother.
Ah, I'm so glad. Looking back, I've had a blessed life. And it was because I was a part of yours. When I lost my child to illness, I thought I'd never know happiness again. But it rekindled in my breast the instant you smiled your little smile at me. You became my purpose, my joy.
You're mine too.
To have this chance to speak with you again and leave nothing unsaid. I know not how or why, but I am grateful. So grateful. Where you must go, I cannot follow. But know that I'll always be with you. Take care of yourself. Promise me.
I will. Mama. I will. And one day, we'll meet again. I understand why Sving cannot bear to let them go. But as painful as it is to part, we're meant to live and die. To let go and let others carry on in our stead. We can't cling to everything forever. Come, let's keep moving.
Man. That was very sweet, I will say. Oh, it's a very bittersweet wallet. But it's very sweet nonetheless. Made a wonderful memory, thank you. That show was breathtaking, was it not? Namika looked truly happy. Just to make sure, Kafka, you're not going to disappear when we shut this terminal down, right? Not just yet. It's the Aero terminal in the northwestern zone that holds my memories. I already know how to operate the terminal. The same process as the fountain's control. I leave it to you to decide when to shut it down. Doing so will cause the endless year to fade away, together with this beautiful scenery. If you wish to speak with the people or see the sights, you want to do that first. Upon shutting down the hydro terminal, it will not be possible to restore Canal Town to its present form. Beautiful as this place was, we do need to continue.
Sleep tight, everyone.
Thank you. I'd brace myself for it, but to actually erase the endless is hard. This is living memory's true appearance. Rainbow just doesn't want to talk. This hurts. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. But the only way now is forward. Don't torment yourself so. I've asked this of you. The burden lies with me. And remember, we endless are but facsimiles, crafted from memories. You needn't feel guilt for erasing us. Be that as it may, it's so hard to say goodbye. It is. Nonetheless, it's our duty as a living to know and remember them. So let's pull ourselves together and keep at it. Keep seeking them out. I appreciate that. Let's head to the next zone. Yesterland, it's called. And another zip line at the Gate of Remembrance will take you there. Ah, but I ought to mention. While shutting down a terminal should erase the endless bound to it, those with strong, unresolved feelings may linger for a time. If you encounter such individuals, perhaps you can lend them an ear, for their hopes are proof that they once lived. Oh, is that how they describe Aether Current quest? Still, yeah, sure. We'll take that nice story reasoning to why the Aether Current quest are still acceptable. Yeah, I mean, she does look good. I will say that. You'll never guess what just happened. There I was, right in the middle of one of my tours, and my customers just up and vanished. There's nothing worse than not being able to see something through to the end. I need to do something with all this pent-up pep. I don't think I've ever given you the tour, so how about it? I promise it won't take too much of your time. Now, Town would it be a canal town without its water? And where better to dip your toes into the local history than in the two of our storied fountains? Come, I'll be waiting for you by the fount of devotion. Font of devotion. It's also very eerie that the BGM just stops. Like it's a shell of a town and the BGM just stops too. It's very, very eerie, I will say. There you are. For such an obliging participant, I'll have to pull out all the stops. According to the legends, there are two water sources imbued with mystical properties in Canal Town. The first being this fountain right here. They say that a mere mouthful is enough to fill you with vim and vigor. Given that the town prides itself as a resort of revitalization, there could hardly be a more fitting fountain. Whether you believe the old tales about its healing waters is another matter. Myths are myths, after all. I hope you aren't too disappointed. Nevertheless, though, its waters may be decidedly mundane, the font still lives up to its name. Over the years, crowds have flocked to the fountain, invariably leaving soothed and refreshed. For those who display such devotion, perhaps there is something to be gained from a gulp or two. I hope that whet your appetite, because another fountain awaits. Come and find me in the eastern side of town. I'm assuming scrims are going on. That's why I keep getting added. Yeah, they are. Excellent. Allow me to continue. You stand before another storied fountain. These waters are said to bring happiness to whoever tosses in a coin. And if you're already blessed with happiness, I'm sure a different wish wouldn't go unanswered. Plenty of folks used to do that in days gone by. Are the legends to be believed? Well, there's only one way to find out. Here, take this coin and make a wish. Not sure what to even wish for. You're not even allowed to tell your wish anyways. I know I ought not to ask. What did you wish for? The strength to help as many people as I possibly can. I see. Sounds like you have some weighty responsibilities. You know, I've given this tour countless times, but not once have I made a wish myself. Not because I pour scorn on the legends or anything like that. I just never get round to it. But thanks to you, I got to finish my tour. To mark the occasion, I think I might just toss a coin in. Now, as for my wish. If I had another chance at life, I'd want to connect with as many people as I could for my job. I worked here as a tour guide in my former life too. Before it became a home for the endless, living memory was open to the living. Grieving folk seeking relaxation and revelry. Boy, did I guide a lot of people back then. I never tired of sharing my knowledge and hearing visitors' wonderful stories. I suppose that's why I took up the same job as an endless. And I'm proud of that. Proud of staying true to myself. Ah, but you didn't come to hear me harp on about my life. Thank you for sticking with me to the end. I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did. Here's hoping our wishes come true. Farewell, my final customer. I guess those are also materialized, as I said. So, makes sense. But still, to see it just poof like that. That lively place yonder appears to be Yesterland. I wonder what manner of folk we'll find living there. Worry not, Tulky. I don't intend to halt my steps either. Rafka already gone ahead. Let's get going too. Yesterland has an altogether different look. Each zone has a distinct character, it would seem. Yeah, it's an amusement park. System reboot complete. Ever user registration confirmed. I bid you welcome to Yesterland, where the dreams of children and inner children alike come true. Please enjoy your stay. Even the zipline color changes. Interesting. Yeah, it's an amusement park. Amazing. Is this also recreation of an actual place? After a fashion, Yesterland is deemed upon a period of peace, before Storm Surge had engulfed the world in conflict. It was a golden age for Alexandria, and they've recaptured it here in the form of an amusement park. Well now, another large-scale attraction. Feels like the gold saucer. Does, doesn't it? It's exciting to simply step through the entrance, and I imagine this is how we're intended to feel. On the far side of Yesterland is a castle. That's where the terminal is located, in the basement. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there. Take what time you need to get acquainted with the locals. Have fun now. Like before, we'll speak with the Endless. We'll learn what's dear to them before doing what we must. Right, let's start by exploring and greeting our bearings. Locating our bearings. North. Huh? Where? Oh. Oh, hello there, miss. We're just talking about Sir Otis. You know him. He's a bit odd and doesn't get jokes, but he's really strong and vanquish fiends in the flesh. He's probably out there fighting right now. When I grow up, I want to be strong like him. Otis is here. The beautiful artwork on the ground depicts a swirl of stars. Perhaps such a sight was once visible in Alexandria night sky. I will say, this last area, it's a shame that all of them will go away, but all the areas look really good. So big props, because I think all the areas look really, really good. Appearing to be domiciled, this building resembles those that lie submerged in heritage found. The windows are composed of a colorful array of stained glass. The Sir Otis the children speak of calls to mind another Otis. It might be worth seeking a man out to confirm his identity. East. I'll have a look after. Try to eat the currents. A man is engaged in battle with fiends. May need a helping hand. Feeling he won't. Oh, you know what? We'll go over and...
I know not who you are, but my thanks for your timely aid.
Your fate's so strong!
Oh, what's a baby
That was
Mikote?
amazing, Otis! And you too, miss!
Ha ha ha! Fiends such as these are naught to be feared.
Well then, dealt with it already, have you?
Be at ease, one and all. So long as I, Sir Otis, live and breathe, no citizen shall come to harm.
Otis! Of all the people, could you really be that Otis?
I'm certain I do not know what you mean by that, Otis. I am who I am, and I should very much like to know who you are.
You're Sir Otis Villona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria, yes? We met you while searching for Gululja. You cooked a most delicious repast for us. Fought beside us in Solution 9.
Gululja. Solution 9. I've never heard of such things. These events of which you speak are utterly unknown to me, as are you. I'm quite confident I would recall if we had met before. Could this be? Villainy! You seek to bewilder me for purposes most foul!
No, no, no villainy intended, I swear. Tell me I'm not mad. This is definitely the Otis we know, right?
In an earlier version, he won't remember his time as a machine.
I say! What are you whispering about there? Wait! I've no time for this. I must attend to my preparations for the founding celebration. The children begged and begged that I perform in the marquee play, and I cannot possibly disappoint them. I take my leave of you. Good day!
Founding celebration?
Gods, what a surprise to meet Otis. He may not be exactly the same as the one we met in Heritage Found, but still. Thinking back, he mentioned that he was a test subject for soul preservation. That may explain why he's here in this way. In any case, I'd love to talk to him more. There are some things I need to tell him. Right, let's go after Otis. He's bound to know something about the past. About the Alexandria of old, as well as Fiend, when she was a living person. The problem is, he doesn't seem to be in a mood to talk. Perhaps we can offer to help him with this founding celebration. I might warn him of us. He's head off this way. Come on. Well, let's go Aetheryte hunting. Northeast. There's somewhere up here. Or let's just follow the road then. Hopefully. Right, it does look like I turned around. Northwest. Seems like it's a very, very far away. It's okay. Oh, he was up top. Man. Unfortunate. Yeah, not here. It's safe to just go continue the story. Are you harmed or are you unharmed? The latter, methinks. To which Her Highness replies with her winsome smile. I am thanks to you, my dearest Otis. Awkward. Oh, very awkward. You again. Shall I play the part of the queen? I appreciate the offer, but there's no need. The script is my own work. I know Princess Fiend's lines are even better than my own. There is, however, a scene with which I struggle. Hey, this looks like fun. Can I join in? You as well. I thought I said that I was busy. You did, but we thought that maybe you could help. Maybe we could help. You're getting ready for the founding celebration, yes? I am, and if truth be told, we are in dire need of assistance. For this edition of the ceremony, there's be a play about the history of our realm for children's enjoyment. With fewer of us being given form, we haven't enough hands to carry out the production. Thus have I been tasked with not only writing the script, but performing as myself besides. Calm down, it's alright. We really are happy to help any way we can. Just tell us what to do. For the same reason the production is short-handed, it has become difficult to gather a crowd. I'd be obliged if you could spread the word of the play to the children in Yesterland. Consider it done. We'll take ourselves around and talk to the younglings. Splendid. Oh, and to better appeal to them, we have adorable animal costumes for you to wear. Together with your cheeriest bearing, of course. Alright, anything to make the children happy. Let's see. Ah yes, this one should be suitable for you. Oh, it's a glamour. I was confused for a moment when you handed me the device. I have something in mind for you as well. Let me know when you're ready. I shall activate it for you. What am I gonna get turned into? Ready, are you? Then let's have you don your costume at once. Well, it's a rabbit one. I thought they would use the new ones. Marvelous. There's not a child that would fail to be delighted. And it really does suit you. Now that you are suitably attired, I pray you go forth and promote our play to the children. Concentrate your efforts here in the vicinity of the air cab station, and see that you make it fun. In the meantime, I shall continue my own preparations here. Should your costumes wear off, I shall provide you with another. You must be wearing the costume provided by Otis in order to progress. You will change back to your normal garments if you move too far away. Look to your map for the garment change areas of effect. Speak with Otis to restore or prolong the garment change. Oh ho, a rabbit monster. You shall rue the day you cross paths with this royal knight. There's going to be a play with knights and stuff. Come on, let's go and watch. We can ride the air cap later. How would time run out? It's set for 30 minutes. You'd have to like AFK for time to run out. Oh, are you here to look at Queen's Fiend too, Miss Rabbit? The great big golden statue is exactly what she looks like. That's what my mom told me, and she's a scientist. My mom also told me that the terminal is a tomb. Her Majesty must watch over all of us from there. A play is about the realm's founding. I love history, that sounds great. I'll let my mom know so we can go and watch together. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. Vista. Oh, can't do it while wearing a guise. Ow. May have broken my legs. Hello there, Mr. Rabbit. What's the matter? Ah, the play. I know about it. They sometimes have performance over at the castle. I've seen it before, so I was going to give it a miss. But if you say it's special this time, alright, I'll go. Look, it's a rabbit. What is it? Want to play with us, do you? There's going to be a play about Queen's Fiend. I want to see it. We'll head over to the castle right away. Thanks for telling us. Well. Who should interrupt my air cap watching but a person in a silly costume? Let me guess. You're here to tell me about the play. From Potter. I've seen it no less than 50 times already. Otis is going to be performing as himself. Oh, that's a new twist on an old classic. Alright, just for that, I'm willing to see him play again. Thanks to 2 of you promoting the play in my stead, I can memorize the lines to my satisfaction. I am grateful beyond measure. Don't mention it. It was fun meeting endless children. Endless children? What an odd thing to say when we're endless ourselves. It's complicated. I'd explain it to you, but play is due to start soon, isn't it? Aye, very soon. I must needs make my way to the venue and see to the final preparations. Let's talk later then. We're cheering you on from the crowd. By all means, but hold on. What would you say to performing in the play as well? Are you serious? Oh no, definitely not. I've never done anything like that, and I don't think I can learn lines on such short notice. Rest assured, it wouldn't be a difficult part. What I have in mind for the 2 of you is a little swordplay. A duel between Alexandrian and Lindblom soldiers. That is certain to please the children, and without the need for words. Well, what do you think? This Alexandrian Knight's going to take you down. That keen, are you? Alright, you asked for it. Then it is settled. I shall prepare prepare your costumes for you. Neat but engage in a mock fight. While there isn't time for a rehearsal, the little mistakes are all in good entertainment. With that, I shall go and inform the troop members of the changes. Pray make your way to Proto-Alexandria and await further instructions. That's a castle where the terminal is. When we shut it down, Yesterland and the endless in it will also fade away. So let's give them a show to remember. And we'll remember them too. Them and what it is they seek to preserve through this celebration. Right, let's give it our best and have some fun.
Well, this seems to be the right place. What's on the program, I wonder?
And where are the others, for that matter?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. A great conflict rages over precious electrope, and the kingdom of Alexandria has been embroiled in the chaos. When the royal capital comes under siege, the kingdom's valiant knights lay their lives on the line for their beloved Princess Sphene. I bid you keep your handkerchiefs at hand. Now, without further ado...
She was Princess Sphene at this time. Not even a queen. But this is before the queen and king passed away.
Yeah! It's a royal knight!
I beg your pardon?
What a twist!
Oh, unbelievable.
Ha! Yeah! Arg! I am killed!
Great acting. Oh.
You must flee! All of you! Princess Sphene!
Are you unharmed?
Oh, I am, thanks to you, my dearest Otis.
My dearest? And so, in no small part due to the valor of the royal knights, the kingdom succeeds in repelling the invaders. But their jubilation proves short-lived. For in mad defiance, the enemy unleashes a forbidden weapon which brings about a terrible calamity. Full many lose their lives. The good Queen Sphene, shining vision of hope, among them. Go to her! You're supposed to go to her! What's happening?
Is it over already?
And then, though the people grieved their queen's tragic passing, guided by her legacy of compassion... Oh boy. They, worked hand in hand to overcome an age of hardship, and in time, they built a peaceful and prosperous Alexandria. A new Alexandria.
Pray forgive me. The memories. They had me in a vice grip.
All's well that ends well. I wouldn't dwell on it.
If I may ask, during civilization, you spoke of a new Alexandria. And so I'm given to wonder, do you hail from a time after mine own?
We do. And we're living people, not endless.
My word! That I should meet the living in this place. There is another question I dread to speak aloud. A question I couldn't bring myself to pose to newcomers, out of fear of the truth. Alexandria, does it still exist?
It does. It isn't quite the place you knew, but it endures. The descendants of your people walk its streets and live each day to the fullest as proud Alexandrians.
They live. We live. I had failed to protect my queen, but to hear that, it brings me a measure of peace.
You were there too, Otis. That is, an incarnation of you.
Of me? That's absurd. But wait, something comes back to me. When they were researching a means to resurrect Her Majesty, memory preservation or some such, I volunteered to be a test subject. No. It is a fog I cannot pierce. But pray, tell me, this incarnation of myself, what was he like?
Brave soul protected his queen.
That's not all. He was a father in all but name to the new king, Kululja. Whatever you may have failed to do, you're the noblest of souls, Otis. And your deeds, your sacrifice, gave us hope that we sorely needed.
It is a miracle. Verily, there can be no other way to describe it.
It is. It really is. We bear the legacy of your other self, and we'd be glad to bear yours as well.
My, what comfort you offer! With such dependable souls to take up my shield, I may rest easy indeed. I beg you, watch over our new king. The war changed my queen. To her final moment, grief darkened her gentle countenance. I've not the honor of knowing Kululja, but I pray that for all his days, he shall have cause to smile.
We'll see to it he does, Otis. I swear.
No explanations are required. I've intuited your purpose. There are paths only the living make. Mine was a tumultuous life, replete with joy and sorrow both. But it ends on a bright note, thanks to you. I have one regret, however. It is that I cannot meet the new king. Send him my regards, won't you? It's a nice ending for Otis. The fact that it's mostly children in Yesterland explains all the amusements here. But as happy as they seem, it's hard to think about their lives before this. Or if the forms of an endless reflects their happiest self, it means they died before they grew up. Or grew up to find no greater happiness. It was a marvelous play. It's a shame that it will be the last performance. It will be forever etched in our memories. Suffice it to say, I didn't expect you to appear on stage. You did a fine job, both of you. I had a wonderful time, and I believe everyone here did too. Well, we're here. Are you having doubts? No, I'll do what I came to do. It's just, the fonder you are of someone, the harder it is to say farewell. If you're ready, Tulky, then I am too. Alright, let me just say a word about those we met here.
That night, he was the one who looked after Golulja. And now you follow in his footsteps.
And those of others as well. We've come to know how much Sven's people loved her, how much they yearned for peace. All of this we'll carry with us.
I see.
Otis the Mechanical Soldier and Otis the Endless. Through you, their paths reconverged at the last. And that makes half. Upon our return, we must regale Golulja with the heroic tale of Sir Otis Valona. 2 zones to go. It's like waking up from a sweet dream to bitter reality. But I'll never forget my time with the Endless, or the pain I feel now. We're more than memories stored in machines. So long as someone remembers us and carries on our legacy, we'll never truly fade away. So far there appears to be no change with the Meso Terminal. Let's take the opportunity to visit another zone. Asili Volcane in the northeast. The place with the volcano, eh? And I'm supposed we're using the zipline again. You know it. Like before, I'll take care of the guard at the Gate of Remembrance. Come, let's head back. It's extremely eerie and all BGM just cuts. While I understand why they do it, still, nonetheless, very eerie. It is no different than taking away the life force. I was gonna be very upset if that thing getting aggro on me caused me to die from ball damage. I'd be very, very upset. Man. Okay. Hey miss, can you believe it? I just finished setting up a brand new game for my friends, and they've only gone and disappeared. Unbelievable. It took me ages to think of all the clues and hide them around town. I guess it was all for nothing. Hold on, I've got an idea. Why don't you give it a go? Trust me, you'll have a great time. Okay, here's the first riddle. By yesterday's gate stands a tiny mountain, piled high. See if you can figure out where I've hidden the next clue. Trying to process what that was. You find a hidden scrap of parchment inscribed with the next clue. Congratulations on solving the first riddle. Here's your next clue. 4 lamps loom over streets of glass, but only one true light shines on Her Majesty. Where's the statue point? West? Great job solving the second riddle. Here's your next clue. Over the river in the sight of the spiral, behind a pointy hat hides the shrubs you seek. Pointy hat? Ah. A pointy hat. Oh. Talking about the tower, huh? Your dab handed us. Just one final clue. The princess awaits your return. Yes, you also need the password. I want to be your canary. You know, I will say Aaronville's, I don't know if it's final comment, but his comment about how there's children here is quite sad. Because it is true that if endless forms are taken from when they're happiest, it's either they died early or they never had a happier moment in their childhood. Either or is kind of pretty sad, but makes you think, huh? Oh, you found me. I'm guessing you know the password too, right? Amazing. You passed with flying colors. Now that you're finished, I thought I'd tell you how I came up with the clues. First clue was by yesterday's gate stands a tiny mountain piled high. Of course I meant the entrance of Yesterland, and a stack of crates a few steps away. There was one kid who used to hang around by the gate and make sure any newcomers quickly got the lie of the land. Pretty nice of them, right? Alright, time for the next one. 4 lamps looming over streets of glass. What are street lights and star glass? The bit about one true light shining on Her Majesty is because you are supposed to look for the street lamp closest to the Meso terminal. From there you can see Queen's Fiend's statue from in between the air cab rails. Right, the site, huh? For the third part of my puzzle, my clue was over the river in sight of the spiral. Behind the pointy hat hides the shrubs you seek. The river I'm talking about is the old Electrope River. The spiral is the air cab station staircase. And the pointy hat, easy, that's a building with a funny shaped roof. Whenever we used to play hide and seek, it was always a popular spot. I figured it'd be a great place to leave a clue. The last clue about the princess waiting for your return. Well, I wrote that because princesses live in a castle, and that's where I was waiting. I bet you're dying to hear about the password, too, right? I want to be your canary. It's a code we'd use when we needed to keep something secret. It's the title of an old play about a princess who falls in love with a commoner. That's a great thing about this game. It's not just about having fun, it's also a great introduction to Yesterland for anyone who's just arrived. Everyone knows about the Bergamar ring and the Esperance wheels, don't they? I want to take the folks off the beaten trail and make sure they learned our password. Although I guess I won't need it anymore. Still, I'm glad you played my game, miss. I think I'll go for a last wander around the place. Been fun. Thank you. Alrighty. I have to stop here. I'll need to go prepare for work. Oh yeah. Oh, I had a feeling we probably wasn't gonna finish today anyways. But we're almost there. Almost there to the end. And whatever holds the next part of the story. Oh yeah. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for sticking around. Have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you are, and take care. Bye bye.